Hey guys, how are you this afternoon, tonight? Well, it's 6:20, so it's sort of tonight, right? I don't know. This is a little early for me. I know that. But Monday nights are sometimes hard because we sometimes have team meetings and things like that on Monday night. So I'm trying to figure out my schedule so I can be a little more consistent with timing. So we'll see. So we've got two projects tonight. One of them, we're going to take this that came in the Try Me kit. And if you can see, I scraped off the brilliant part because we're going to use glitter on it. So let me get the comments started. And hopefully, if you are on, say hello and let me know that you're there. Hey Peggy, how are you? So when you're on, let me know that you're there, and we will get started. So it looks like we're getting a couple people on. Hey Shannon, how are you? So the first thing we're going to do tonight is how to do glitter, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys down. You're probably going to see half my computer. Maybe not. So this is the Try Me kit that we did the other day. And I took off the brilliant part. We did it with silver shimmer, but we're about to glitter this little baby up. So I'm going to, thanks Peggy, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this back down. And I don't have to be perfect because I took the whole brilliant part off anyways. But I'm just kind of laying that back down on there. Hey Nancy. And so I'm just going to put some paste on there. And then I have glitter. And I get the finer the glitter, the better it will stick. So I have the fine glitter, and it looks like I've never even opened this glitter. So let's see how that goes. Y'all, I did my nails, and they're color street, but I was hoping they were a brighter, hey Alice, how are you? I was hoping they were a brighter coral than that. They're a little bit, I don't know, to me, they're a little bit, they remind me of like color my grandmother would have used. So I was wanting a bright coral, and that wasn't it. So I was like, darn it. All right, so I've got this really fine glitter that we're going to use on this. And do we have, no, it looks like we just pour it out from the top. I was going to look to see if it had a sprinkle on it, but it does not have a sprinkle. So let me get me a stir stick to get this stirred up. And I want my paste to be kind of the consistency of yogurt, mayonnaise, cake batter. And because I'm going to put glitter on there, yeah, it does match my shirt, but I was wanting more of the dark coral. I like a dark color. And so I want this a little bit thinner with this because I want it to be able to hold that glitter. So I don't want it to dry too fast at all. So now, my Be Bold and Be Brave is already good and dry because we did this the other day. And watch me get paste all over the new stuff. So I'm just going to paste this just like I normally would. Trying not to get up in that other one because I don't necessarily want it to be glittered. So I'm just going to press that there. We're also going to do the vintage truck tonight with flowers. So, all right. So now I'm just going to pull this off, and I'm going to lay that over on top, back on that backer until I can clean it later. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just sprinkle my glitter. And I know I'm putting a lot, but I'll try to get it back in the jar. This is so fine. I don't know if I'll be able to do that or not. And then I'm going to kind of just, I don't want to rub it and move it, but I do want to try to pat it down just a little bit so that it sticks into that. Hey, Lynn. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of canning stuff, Alice. That's a lot. All right, so I'm just going to leave that on there. We'll be ready to look at it in a little bit. Get rid of that stir stick. And I don't think, well, we might do a little white. Hello again, and thanks for sprinkling. Lynn and I were just on the phone. So, like I said, I just pasted it, and I was going to see if it looked like it was staying yet. I just pasted it, and while the paste was still dry, I just kind of put the glitter on. There we go. And, okay, so there's still a lot of glitter on there. I obviously need to clean it up. But I want to let it get really good and dry, and then we'll take a paintbrush to it and kind of clean around it. But all I did is put that glitter on. I just blew that glitter right in my face. Y'all, I'm going to have glitter all over me. I'm going to look like a, I don't know, stripper or something. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry. I was inappropriate. All right. But anyways, there the glitter is. So you can see that you can add glitter on it while the paste is still wet. And we'll clean that up. We're going to move on to the next project. So I'm going to move this transfer so that I can clean it later. And I'm going to pull out this board. Y'all, this board I got on clearance like for just a couple of dollars, I think. Maybe $5 at like TJ Maxx or something. All right, so here's what we're putting on this board. Hey, Janice. I will be very sparkly. All right, so we're going to put the truck on the board, and we're going to paste on flowers, not like paste with glue. With our paste, we're going to use a transfer and put some flowers on it and then put a title. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to put the vintage truck onto the truck. So if I pull out the vintage truck, I'm going to see that I have two pieces to it. And so this one goes down first, and then this one is the overlay. Now here's the thing though, when you're going, thanks for sprinkling, Alice. When you are going to lay this out, the finished product is more the size of this than it is this. So we're going to try, if I was doing it just on a chalkboard, I would lay this all out and then use some tape and tape it down. So I'm just kind of making sure. I know I have a little bit of a rim around these. Just trying to figure out where that is. That one's like right on the top. So let me see if I can pull that down. Yep. All right. And now I'm too far to the back, so I need to move that way just a smidge. Okay, so here's what I'm going to try, y'all. Oh, I forgot my tape again. I took my blue tape over to the house because I was painting a bedroom this weekend. Hey, Jordan. And I took my blue painter's tape over there, and I don't have any tape. Y'all, there's the glitter. I'm going to clean it off with a paintbrush in just a minute. But all you do, darn, what can I do? Because I want to leave that. I don't know why I'm looking for tape, because I know there's not any over here. It's all sitting in the bedroom over at the house because I ran out of painter's tape. Oh, here we go. I ran out of painter's tape while I was painting the bedroom this weekend, and so I was like, I have painter's tape over there. And so, of course, I knew as soon as I went and got it that I would forget it. Okay, so I'm going to try to be very careful and leave that like that. And then, because if I were doing this on a chalkboard, I would put this down and tape it and then hinge it over. All right, we're going to see how this goes, y'all. We're going to see how it goes. Maybe a little harder to do on this piece of... Okay, so I'm going to take this up. Try not to move the truck is what I'm trying not to do. Oh, I just moved that, though. So if I were doing this on, like on a chalkboard, I would take this down and you can kind of hinge it so you can see, because the hard part is that the last layer is actually the bigger part of the truck, so it's kind of hard to get it pasted just right. Okay, so let's see if I can do this way. I'm going to pull that back this way. Oh, we might figure it out, guys. Oh, it just come untaped. I'm going to hinge that back this way. I'm going to be close. I may be off a little bit, but I'm going to be close. Okay, so now what I may do is I may just take this and lay it right back over it again, just to see if it looks like it's lining up like I anticipated. And I think it's going to be all right. We may be a smidge down. We'll see. All right. Well, that's called the hinge method is what I did. It works much better if you're not doing it on a 3D shape underneath. All right. So let me think about my colors on my truck. Because here's what I brought over. We're going to do flowers. So I brought these colors over for flowers. A purple, a yellow, and a pink. I brought these colors over for the greenery for the flowers. And then I brought this black because we're going to put something on the door of the truck. So I brought that over. And then for my actual truck, we sort of kind of do, Teresa. But he's on Etsy, but we haven't really got it up and running. So if for right now there's something that you want, if you want to just message me, I can get him to do it, and then we can do that, because he's not got it all the way up and running yet. All right, so I brought these over for my truck. So let me think about what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do a gray truck. And we'll go from there. So, today, what's your weather like today? I bet it's nice down in the south. It was warm here today, but it was really, really, really windy here. Really windy here. Yeah, we've got the Etsy shop, but we have not done a good job at listing things yet, because by the time he gets it cut out and does his regular work, that's all he has time for. So we haven't really had time to get the Etsy shop part of it up and going yet. Alright, so I'm just putting this gray on. And I will say, my truck transfer, this bottom part, it is stretched just a little. You have to be careful when you clean the bottom part of this truck, because there's so much screen print area that when you clean and you tug on it, like to get the chalk out of the screen, you have to be really careful that you don't stretch it. And so my trucks are very well loved, because they've been I use them in classes and everything like that. These are my transfers that I use when I teach classes too. And so mine has been stretched a little bit. All right, so there is that part of the truck. Now, speaking of classes, I do have that. I'm just going to put that back on this border for right now, and then I'll clean it up when I'm done. Oh, I missed some people coming in. Hey, Christy, thank you, thank you. That teal is one of my favorite colors, too. And so, hey, Sheila. All right, so we got that done. Like, see, y'all can tell. Look what I did. I got it. My truck is a little crooked. It's got them tires on the back that bump the back up. My truck is bougie. I got it. It's got the bumped up tires on the back. All right, so I'm gonna dry this. And one thing I should have done that I didn't do is I should have waxed this when I did it, but I didn't. But I will tell you, I am going to wax in between. If you are doing the vintage truck, there is a lot of screen right here. And you're going to put a lot of green. Where this is green, this is sticky. So you're going to put a lot of sticky on the top of this. So one of the best things you can do while you're doing the vintage truck is to do a light waxing in between layers so that your first layer, and I'm just going to go ahead and wax the truck, so that your first layer doesn't pull up with your second layer. So if you are ever doing a layering piece and you're having trouble with your first layer pulling up, try waxing really lightly. Like I'm just really lightly putting that on there because I don't want to rub off that gray. That will help with the pulling up. All right. So I'm done with the gray. My truck might look a little crazy because, like I said, I got the back end of it bumped up. So we'll see. All right. So maybe I can fix it right now. We'll see if I can. And I fix it and make her sort of kind of back to straight again. We'll see. This seems a little far that way on the front. I'm just trying to have to feel, guys, where because what happened was on these trucks, there's a little bit of a layer around the outside that will be white because they're a smidge bigger than what the transfer is. That's a real technical unit of measure there. A smidge. All right, so I'm going to stir up this paste too. This one looks like it needs a little bit of water. Y'all, if we don't open up the beauty shop soon, I'm in trouble. My hair is getting to the point of being ridiculous. Like I've got one little section of my bangs that are apparently practicing social distancing, and they just are right in my face all the time. So I need a haircut. I need a color too, and I need a haircut in a bad way. Like I think that when they open back up, they should do like triage. Who needs treatment worst gets in first. That's what I think they should do. Ooh. Okay, so you can see my truck is very well used. Like it's losing its sticky. But like I said, it's been used in classes. So these transfers are good for about 8 to 10 times. But mine have been used, I felt that move. Mine have been used in classes. So they have gotten used quite a bit. And see, mine's moving a lot. Yours won't be that bad because if you take care of it yourself, you know what I mean? Like you don't have lots of different people cleaning it and stretching it out and everything. So, but I'll be glad when I can do classes again. I miss doing my classes. We are doing a class, and I think I only have 2 spots left for a class. I'm doing a class online on May 4th. It's the little houses that I did with the, what is it? Love Brings Us Home transfer. So I have 2 spots left. It's $34, and that's the mail it cost and everything. And I will send you a box with everything you need for the craft for that night. And then on the day of, I have a Facebook group for it. And then on the day of, I will send you a link to a Zoom call. And we will all work on the craft together. All right. Let's see what happened. Oh, my wheels are a little off on the back end back here. All right. So here we go. Now, let me just tell you. If you're thinking, oh my gosh, that must be hard to line up. It is not hard to line up if you do it on a chalkboard because you can do that hinge. I did it on this, and it's kind of hard to see. You can see I did a good job on the front getting it lined up. On the back, it's where I had it going the wrong way. Remember, I had it hiked up in the back. So that's why the back part of mine looks a little ridiculous, but that's all right. It'll be fine. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the paste off my hands. And then I'm going to lay that out to dry. I'm going to go to my board now. And like I said, this is not a Chalk Couture board. This is a board I found on clearance like at Ross or TJ Maxx or somewhere like that. And I'm just going to wax this board. So the wax will help you from having your transfer stick so hard that it stretches when you pull it up. And it, like on that white truck, I should have done it on that because that had paint on it. And I didn't want it to pull the paint up. But I did paint that the other day. So the paint has cured. Normally I'm painting right before I go on live. So I always wax those because the paint didn't have time to cure. Alright, so now my little truck is going to go right here. And I have the new, that would be the hot glue gun that we're going to need in a little bit. This is the new spring add-on. And so we're going to do the flowers in the back of the truck. And then either we're going to do this fresh flowers, or I have another one that says flower market. We might do that one. So let me go ahead and cut this off. This is actually 2 pieces to the same one. And when you get them, they are labeled. This one says B1 and this one says B2. So you know which one you're laying down first. So we're going to lay down the greenery first. Now, I am going to fuzz this because this is a new transfer that I have not used yet. So I'm going to put it on one of our fuzzing cloths. If you don't have our fuzzing cloth, that's all right. You can do it on a towel. You can do it on your shirt. Half the time I do it on my shirt. All right. And so now, I don't want to put this down quite yet. So let's see. And I want to put this down as far as I can to where my truck should be. Because I want these flowers, let me see if I can figure out where they should be. I want these flowers to kind of come up out of the back of the truck. So I'm going to put them down where I think they should be. And then I'll see whether I like that or not. Okay, so I have it that way. Apparently that's my thing tonight, is I'm going to go up one direction higher than the other. Alright, so I'm just going to lay this back down. Alright, I am pretty happy with that placement. Alright, so I'm going to leave that right there. So now I'm going to do my greenery. Hey Kathy, hey Cindy. So y'all know me, when I do my greenery, I like to mix a couple of greens so you get some highlights and lowlights. And I said that like I know what I'm talking about. I really don't. I just like that it gives it a little bit of depth. Y'all, if you haven't used that little Chalk Couture water sprayer, I love it because it does a fine mist. It doesn't send out like a whole bunch at a time. It's just the perfect amount with one little spray. So at first I thought, I don't think I really need that. But I'm kind of glad I got it. Okay, so I am not going to need very much paste at all for this. So I'm just kind of going to do a couple little sprinkles here and there. I might want to go back and put a little more of the light. Now, I got to remember that when I take this paste up, I definitely am not putting the excess back in the container because I mixed colors. So, and I am just really kind of slishing them together. That's a new word too. Slishing. I'm slishing them together. Right, so I got that done. Don't put it back in the container. So there's my greenery. And you're probably thinking, that doesn't look like very much. It doesn't right now because I need to put the flowers on it. So, but before I put the flowers on it, I need to dry it. So let me dry it real quick. find the off button. I just remembered one thing I forgot to do. So let's see how this works. I'm going to see if I can lay this back down because I want to show y'all something that's on here. If I can get it back on there right. Maybe I can. Maybe. Might be hard to see with me already pasting through it. I feel like that's right. I feel like that's kind of right. It's really hard to tell. And I'll show you why I wanted to do this. Because up here are 2 little registration marks. And so I am going to chalk those 2 little registration marks. I'm going to chalk them in white if I've got any white left over. I'm going to open up a little bit. Because I want to be able to see them really well. And that is one good thing that the new transfers have. And I haven't seen the new truck. Like my truck's an old one. And I don't know if they've added registration marks or not. Because it's the same transfer that we've had before. So they may not have added registration marks to that. But if they have them, that does help. Because now you can see when I go to the next part, I have those little registration marks to line up my flowers with. So now when I go to put my flowers, I don't need greens. We're going to close these all up. Because I don't know if you're like me, but if I don't close and clean as I go, I end up with, like right now, I have no idea where the, oh, there it is. It's just like where the green lid is, but I found it. Now, who likes the vintage truck? I know lots and lots of people love the vintage truck. And I know it's still going strong. Like, you know, it's been around for a couple of years. Oh, yay. I love the board eraser. They're very, very nice. Okay, so now I need my flowers. And again, I need to fuzz this because I don't want to pull up the greenery when I put it down on there. So are there any vintage truck lovers? Do y'all love the vintage truck or no? Where are y'all? Where do we stand on the vintage trucks? Do we like them? Are we over them? They've been out for a while. I keep thinking, oh, they're not going to come, you know, they're going to run out, but they keep coming back every year for every season. All right, so see what I'm hoping is we can see these little registration marks to line this up. I've not been one to ever use the registration marks, y'all. So this is the first time for anything. Like, I can't even, this is where the struggle is real for Jill. I can't even see the registration marks to tell where they are. Yeah, they just should have made these a little bigger, I think, for us that can't see very well. Okay, so I can see the white. I just need to see where the little plus sign is. Like I can tell I'm close. So this little registration mark should match the one perfectly from before. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I can't see very well to tell if mine are matching or not. They kind of sort of are, I guess. We're going to hope for the best. That's what we're going to do. So some of y'all still like it. Let me see if I can. I had a bubble in there. Okay, so now my nose is itching. What is that supposed to mean? Like my grandmother used to say, if your nose was itching, that meant something. Either you were getting money or company. What is that for your nose? Is it money or company? Maybe, oh, y'all, I may have to get a different purple. This purple might need some time in the microwave. So if you have one that gets like this, you can salvage it. I did it with another color not too long ago. You just put it in the microwave for 5-second at a time intervals. And then you can kind of start stirring it up. Just make sure that if it's one of the ones with the aluminum part on it, that you have all that aluminum foil off. Because if not, you'll have a fire in your microwave. It's company. Oh, or someone's talking about you. Well, I don't know about either one of those. I don't think I'm getting no company. I'm going to get this other. This is the new purple. It's a real light purple. And I've been wanting to try it anyways. So we'll try it. Apparently I have tried it because it looks like I've tried to stir it too. Maybe my purples are all in a struggle bus. Let me get some water to it and see if we can revive it too. Oh, it's not bad. At least the stick will stir in it. So apparently I have used this purple, but I didn't remember using it. Okay, so this one needs some water for sure. And I will say, I think I'm going to do purple last because this is a little thick. So I'm sure it will dry fastest. So my nose is itching because my hair bangs keep getting on it. I am in desperate need of hair care. And I usually will clip it back before I go live since it started getting in my hair, in my face all the time. And I forgot to do that tonight. All right, so this is the new purple that's in this new spring and summer catalog. It's called Wisteria. And then that other one, I believe that was I think that one was Regal. Oh no, that one's grape soda. I've had that one a while, so, because grape soda is my favorite purple of all time. All right, so this one's just taking a little love, so, you know. Of course, that fell off the table. All right, so I'm going to come back to this one because I think it's going to need a little bit more, but I don't want to leave it sitting open very long. All right, so then this one is, someone's talking about you. Huh, I never heard that. All right. And then this one is Bumblebee. It is one of my favorite yellows. Although there's a new yellow now that's a light yellow that is Daffodil. I don't think I have tried that one yet. And then this one is the pink grapefruit. We used it the other day. And I do like it. It is a pink that I like. So, alright. So I need to get myself thinking about these. That's perfect consistency. I need to get myself thinking about these flowers and which ones are going to be which color. Because I'm sure that some of these, they're supposed to have different colors on the same flower. But these flowers right here, they're going to be all the same color. Oh, yeah, I used it around Easter. Maybe so. Alright. Alright, we're going to do this one last because it is the thickest of them. And I think all of my purples need a little love tomorrow. Okay. So let me think about what I want to do. And let me get some multi-tools. I should have at least 2 of them laying right here where I am. There's the other one. Alright, so we're going to take some pink. And we're going to do, now I got to work pretty fast, y'all, because these are going to dry. So I'm putting them on there a little thick right now because I don't want it to dry in the screen. So I'm doing all of those same kinds of flowers. I don't know what kind they are. Pink. Alright, so then I'm going to take and I'm going to go through. I'm just getting paste everywhere, y'all. And I'm going to go through and make some yellow flowers. That's way too much paste. Okay, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to make some purple flowers. I really wish I had another multi-tool over here. But I don't. I only have 2 of them over here. And I don't remember how bright this purple was. It may not show up as well on this black. Okay, so I'm just going to get these really quick. That's why I'm not talking much. Because I want to work really fast. I don't want this all to dry. And I'm hoping that these flowers are going to be ending up somewhere close Oh, y'all, they are. I started to say, oh, to being on the little, okay, hold on a minute. I have to show you something. I have to brag on myself. I'm sorry. I don't usually like to do that, but these little, I think these are called bluebells. These ones that kind of, that loop, the greenery kind of loops and it has the little bells coming off. Those should have probably been blue. But I got them lined up, y'all. They match their person perfectly. All right. So my purples, I'm going to leave them out tonight because tomorrow, when I come over here to get ready for tomorrow's live, these purples need some attention. They are screaming for attention. All right, so I'm going to put those purples over. I'm going to move this because I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm going to get rid of this. I love this pink grapefruit color. Grapefruit color. I need to put that on my list and order some singles of that. So I have that if any of y'all need it for a something. All right. Now, one thing I'm going to do is, remember, I'm using baby wipes on my hands because the Clorox wipes were really causing me havoc on my dry hands. But I'm not going to use these on my transfers. I am going to take off those little registration marks I put in to help me line that up. And then I'm going to also make sure that I don't have any leftover paste that's fallen out. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put my hot glue gun on so that we're ready to put our truck on in a minute. So there's where my truck's going to go, right there. We're going to glue it on. And then I have got a ton of squeegees over here that are ready to be cleaned too. I need a cleaning assistant. That's what I need. I need somebody that comes behind and just cleans. Can you imagine how much fun crafting would be if you didn't have to clean up after yourself? Like, that's the part you don't like, right? Who else is with me? I don't like cleaning up after myself. And if somebody else did that part for me, I would be so happy. I'm going to clean these multi-tools off because at least one of them I'm going to need in a minute. Okay, so I think the flowers turned out super duper cute. And then I'm going to show you the other things that I kind of have to go with this pulled out. I didn't pull out any ribbon, but y'all know me. I'm going to be hard pressed. I'm from the South. I'm going to have a hard time not sticking a bow on it somewhere. You know, us Southern girls, we like our bows. This big old thing of, my husband, bless his little heart, went and got me these Clorox wipes. And they're this big old container. Well, they're almost too heavy for me to pick up and move around because I have carpal tunnel. And I need to have the surgery, and I keep putting it off. And my husband would say, why you keep putting it off? Well, now you can't get it if you wanted it anyways. Because I now have decided that it's bad enough that I just need to go have it done. Because I'm having trouble like every night. And I can't hold things in my right hand. Like I'm afeared of picking up containers, glass containers, like out of the refrigerator or anything with my right hand because I'm afraid I'm going to drop it. So I need to go have it, but yes, the little cleaning fairy needs to come and clean it all up. So I have put it off to the point now I need the carpal tunnel surgery. But they're not going to do it right now because they're not doing anything like that. You can't even go to the doctor hardly now. All right, so here's what I brought for, we're going to put this little bloom and grow on the side of this truck. Like it's like I'm just going to fuzz it on me. Like it's like the name of the little truck company, if you know what I mean. A little flower company. I'm going to do it in black so that it shows up. I'm going to pull a little multi-tool. If you do not have yourself a little multi-tool, you need you one of these little doohickeys because they are nice for doing like little small work. Alright, so we got that done. I've got lots of little bitty transfers to clean up tonight. Okay, so see, I just got me a little blue. Can you see that? Hold on, I'll show you. See, I put the name. There you go. Alright, so there's that. Now, here's what we need to decide at the top. I have this that just says Farm Fresh Flowers. The flowers and this came in the new spring add-on for the truck. So that will go there. I also pulled this because originally I thought I needed something bigger, but then I decided it might be too big. This is from the floral bouquet stuff. There's like the big water pitcher and the bouquet, like the wrapped bouquet that you can make. And so I was going to put this Market Fresh Flowers. Let me just pull it out and see. If we think it's too big, we'll go with the one that came with the truck. Or that came with that truck add-on that came with the flowers. But I was afraid, I like my stuff full. And if I'm not going to put a bow, then y'all know I'm going to have it full of something else. And I was afraid if I did that other one, that it wouldn't look full enough to me. Now, I will say also, if you've ever been thinking, let me know, anybody that's listening right now, if you've ever thought about joining as a designer, let me know. We do an opportunity call every month, every Monday night, and every time they do it, there are prizes to be won. And tonight, a different leader does it every night. I haven't done it yet, but a different leader does it every night. And so all they do is they just kind of tell you, like, how much the kit costs and, you know, what you have to do to stay active. And so that starts at 8 o'clock Central tonight. If anybody wants me to put them in that group, you just let me know. All right, so if I do this, guys, if I do the Market Fresh, this is going to come down over my flowers. But I can move this up to where I just have that says flowers, stems, seeds, stems, and blooms. Or I can just do the small that says Farm Fresh Flowers. So I'm kind of leaning toward this, y'all. What do y'all think? The big one or the small one? Hey, Lisa. The big one or the small one? If I can figure out, I need to move this one that way just a little bit if I decide to use it. And then I kind of want to make sure that I am. What do you guys think? The small one or the large one? I'm kind of leaning toward the large one just because I like how big the word flowers is. But I'm not going to do the Market Fresh or the line at the top. I'm just doing flowers, stems, blooms, whatever that says. And yeah, okay. And then I'm going to do that in white. We are looking at me some software, you guys, so that I can put a picture of me so you can see me and the project at the same time. I got to get my IT department on it, but my problem is my IT guy is also my wood shop guy. So I have to get him to help me when he can, because I'm not really, I can do a little bit computer stuff and classroom stuff I can do, but I don't know that I can figure that out by myself. But I found the program and had him look it up, and he's like, oh yeah, I think you can do it, it'll be easy. So I think we're getting me a program so that I can use 2 cameras so you can see me and my project at the same time. Alright, so I got a lot of extra on here that I need to take up. I may have took up too much extra then. Can I get it all the way? Oh yeah, I think I can. Oh yeah, I still have more extra. Okay, so you want to go back through a couple of things with the extra. Number 1, you don't want to waste paste. Number 2, if you see paste lines that are going through your words, chances are you're going to see some of that when you pull your design up, because if it may flip under the screen that way too. So, ooh, I like it. I think we made the right choice, guys, with the big one. What do you guys think? I think we made the right choice. I think that looks really, really good. Put all these back together. But yes, I do need the craft fairy. She needs to get herself on over here and clean up after me because I don't like to do that part. Alright, so I'm going to dry all this before we put the truck down. And then I've got some bees. We're going to put some bees on this. Oh, you would have used the Market Fresh. You know, I could have. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to glue this truck down. We're almost done, guys. I do want to show you really quickly we're going to see if we can get a little bit, oh, I need another glue stick. A little bit of that glitter off now that it's had plenty of time to dry. And, alright, so now, I'm going to turn this. Let's not get my truck going jacked up halfway higher in the back than in the front. Alright, so there's my truck now down. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is I have these little, whoops. These were the little things I used when I did scrapbooking to help you put little stickers down. They were for placement as stickers. I think it looks really good too. I like the flowers too. I think it turned out really, really cute. This was one I wasn't really thinking I was going to love. You know, sometimes when you put it together, you're like, this is just not me. I didn't think I was going to love this, but I do really like it. Alright, so now, guys, we got one more little thing. I have these bee buttons that I can pull the bottoms off of, but I also have these small bees. So the small bees might be too little. They are too tiny, I do believe. Unless I put them like right in the flowers. Like I could do this. These little tiny ones, y'all, I got from Amazon. And that's the thing. When I order on Amazon, here's my problem. I don't look at things like measurements. And so then I end up with not what I anticipated at all because I didn't read what the measurements were. So I'm going to put a few of these well, not that one because I just took the whole piece off of it. Put a couple of these little tiny bees in the flowers. Now the little buttons I got at Hobby Lobby in the flower department, I think. No, that's not where I got them. In the flower department. I read that while I was talking. I got them in the button area, I believe. I might have also gotten them in the, you can get buttons in a couple of places. You can get them over in the sewing area, and then there's crafty buttons over in the scrapbooking stuff. So I got these and I got ladybugs too, and I can't remember which ones I got. I got one set in the sewing. All right, so what do you guys think? Where should I put it? Do you like the bees or no? I kind of like the bees, but like I said, sometimes I'm extra. Well, here we go. I'm putting some glue and I'm putting these bees on there. Here we go. They don't have bees, y'all. And like I said, I've got plenty of these. So I can, if I need to, add more of them. Oh, this thing right here, Christy, I got this when I used to do scrapbooking all the time. It's called a pick-me-up tool. I would look, if I were at Hobby Lobby, I would look over in the scrapbooking sticker area because it's just like a little plastic thing to hold a sticker on. So you can place it and then stick it down. Around the writing? Okay. Do I have more of those? I do have them. Let me see if I can reach them. I don't know why I made that noise. Sorry. That was inappropriate. Let me see what else I have in here. Oh yeah, I've got more bees. Put one up in the words, you say? I love bees. Well, I don't really love bees necessarily. I'm telling you what, my sister is terrified of bees. And when we were little, my daddy would get mad at her and tell her to quit running from the bees. And I'm like, she's scared of them. Like, I get why she's running. But he was like, don't run from them bees. Bless her heart. Alright, I don't know. Those right there, I might have put them too close together. And you know what? They're going to live too close together because they are stuck good. Alright, so here you go, guys. Let me turn it where your words are. I got glue, spider webs everywhere. Let me turn it where the words are to you. So there is our vintage truck flower. And I don't know what happened right here. I got the back end of my truck is on them big tires or something. I got it up a little too high on the back end. But there is our vintage truck with our flowers. And actually, you know, it turned out really cute. Like I said, this is not really my thing necessarily, but I think this turned out super duper cute. I like it. And then the glitter one, if you want to see, we did, we just put the paste on and then we glittered. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go through and push this glitter off, this extra glitter, and then I'm just going to push it off with my little paintbrush. Now, it might take you a little bit to get this completely cleaned up. You know, if you're going to be extra, you have to be okay with how long it takes you to be extra. And so, but I did want you to see, some of you haven't been with me that long, and I don't know when the last time was that I did a glitter project. So I did want to do a glitter project because it's been so long. And then I'm just going to wipe that glitter off. And then there it is. I've lost my little, oh, here it is. And then this is the one we did the other day. I just decided, instead of just the silver shimmer, I wanted to go just a little bit more and do a little glitter. So those of you that hadn't seen it, all I did was I pasted the words "Be Brilliant," took up my transfer, and like I said, I left the stuff on there a little thicker than normal, and then I pulled up my transfer, put the glitter over it, and just kind of patted down into it, and then that was it. So there it all is. I think we are all done for tonight. You guys have a great night. If you are interested at all about knowing about what it takes to be a designer, let me know so I can get you on that call, because it starts at 8 o'clock tonight Central. They are giving away an Amazon gift card and I think some other prizes tonight too. So if you are thinking about that, let me know. Otherwise, you guys have a great night, and I will see you sometime tomorrow. Bye.